Hello, you are welcome to Dr. Omo's blog. Today we are continuing our series on snake bites. And today we are going to focus on another viper. And this viper belongs to the Bites family. So you have two of these Bites snakes that are venomous. The first is, and they are collectively called puff adders. They are called puff adders because they tend to make a puffing sign as a warning to potential adversaries to keep away. Now, another snake, which is also which is also a member of the Bites ariatens, which is also a member of the Bites family, is the Gaboon viper, Bites gabonica. The other one is Bites ariatens, which is what is classically known as the puff adder. But Bites gabonica also makes a puffing sound. Now, these snakes are similar in structure. Okay, they tend to have a huge bulbous head. They have the hugest fangs amongst snakes, and they are the largest viper. The Gaboon viper tends to be larger, can measure up to about 600 centimeters or 6 feet. It can be as huge, almost 6 feet in length. So it's a giant viper. The puff adder, Bites ariatens, tends to be slightly smaller, about 4 feet or thereabout at a maximum size. Now, these two snakes are very colorful. In fact, when you look at them, it reminds you of either a Bokhara rug or a Venetian carpet. And that's what they actually look like. Very colorful design. And Bites ariatens tends to be more colorful, looks more like a Bokhara rug when you're looking at it. The Gaboon viper is equally colorful but less intricately woven than the Bites ariatens or the puff adder. Now, these snakes can also be recognized by some horns that they grow above their heat panels. You know, snakes have what looks like a nostrils, but which are heat sensors. So above these heat sensors, on this huge head, you have some horns growing out. So that is the classical look of particularly Bites gabonica, or the Gaboon viper. Now, these snakes do not cause as much fatality, even though they can deliver huge amounts of toxin. They don't cause venom. They don't cause as much fatalities as Bites gabonica. As Echis ocellatus. One of the reasons is that they are docile snakes, very docile. Particularly in the daytime, they are quite docile. They just lie there, and so you can actually pick them up. Their children and women have been known to pick them up, thinking them to be dead, put them in, and take them home, only for adults who know what they are to shout. They are not aggressive. They tend to pretend to lie still, or maybe pretending to be dead as a form of defense mechanism. But they only use bite as a last straw in their defense. Now, the puff adder itself, Bites ariatens, tends to be slightly more aggressive and less docile than the Gaboon viper. So because of this docility, and because of the tendency to just ignore uh, potential adversaries, because they want to reserve, snakes don't really want to bite people. They want to reserve this venom, which is very costly for them to produce, to hunt prey, not to attack people. So the Gabon vipers are primarily ambush predators. They just wait, and when a rodent or something passes by, they move sharply. Now, that's not to say that you take them for granted. They can move fast when they want to, particularly the puff adder, and dash and bite you if you really, really annoy it. So that's one of the reasons why it's not too. The second reason why it kills less people. So because of that, it bites fewer people than the carpet viper. The other reason is that they are quite large and they are difficult to miss. Unlike the carpet viper or the short-toothed viper, which is very small and tends to camouflage and blend with the environment. These pythons, these ones are quite large, almost a meter long. I mean, more than a meter long, 6 feet plus, and they are quite huge. So they are difficult to miss, except maybe in the night, and particularly except in the night. So for that reason too, they tend to bite less people because people get to see them maybe earlier than get to see them more easily than the carpet viper. The third reason is that the venom of both the Gabon viper and the puff adder tend to only act locally, so they are necrotoxic. Okay, they do not have the hemolysin or the hemolysin that the carpet viper or Echis ocellatus has. So they just have a necrotoxin, the metalloproteases, matrix metalloproteases, and the other locally acting toxins, and procoagulants that fasten coagulation and thereby will cause thrombosis. So number one, they have procoagulants, which prevents the toxin from spreading into the systemic circulation. So this procoagulant will tend to cause thrombosis of arteries, and therefore gangrene can follow. And then, so that is the main thing they have in their venom: procoagulants, not anticoagulants like the other guys, and necrotoxins, proteases, matrix metalloproteases, serine protease, and then alpha phospholipase A2, which tend to dissolve cell walls. So those are what they have, and so death is quite uncommon from a bite of the Bitis arietens. The greater risk being you may tend to lose body parts. Either you lose a leg or yes, a foot or some toes, depending on the amount of toxin that it delivers, and also depending on what you do following a bite. For instance, if you are bitten by these puff adders and you go and start making cuts or you start tying tourniquets, it will worsen the procoagulant effect of those poisons, and that may be what will cost you your limb. As usual, the advice is when you see these snakes, don't try to kill them. They may look quite innocent, colorful, and docile, but if they are able to bite you, they will deliver huge amounts of venom into your system that might cost you a limb or even your life. Thank you very much. Please kindly subscribe, to help my algorithms. I need up to about 1,000 subscriptions, and at the moment I just have slightly over 50, You know that these videos are self-sponsored, and there's a limit to how much I can sponsor myself. I need to get better equipment, better studios, and other things so that I can keep delivering all the good stuff to you. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe. Just subscribe, get the numbers up, and then hit the notification bell. Share with your friends and plead with them to subscribe. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Cheers.